Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeks. We encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, I feel like it's been a while, man, but we are back yet again. It's your boy Rail. Got Cuz Will in the building. Big J showing off again, and BA out here doing what he do, man. Hoping everybody die, man. Listen, we are back with a brand new one. Like I said, guys, if you guys are into the geek content, man, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning as we get our geek on. And also, too, man, everybody hit them likes for us, please. Help us get them likes up. Follow us over on Twitter, man. That'd be much appreciated. Shout out to the folks we also have over on Playback, man. We also stream this also on Playback, so shout out to them, too. All right, guys. Y'all ready to get to it, man? Yeah. So, pretty interesting movie came out this weekend. We're going to get into that here, man. And then a show that's hot right now for HBO Max. We're going to get into that, too, man. So, let's get it started, fellas. Check this out, man. We're gonna be talking about Predator Badlands. Don't make no noises, BJ. Don't make no noises. But listen, man, we're gonna be talking about Predator Badlands. Spoiler discussion. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. If you have not seen the movie, we encourage you to go see the movie. Come back, let us know what you think. But until then, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yes, sir, man. You have been warned. We're going to be talking about Predator Badlands out here in these predatory streets out here, man. All right, fellas, y'all know how we do it, man. We just got to give our thoughts on it. We have an open discussion about it afterwards, and then we're going to give our Kaioken rating of 1 to 10. Cuz, let the world know, man, what was on your deck mind out here, man, when you saw this movie?
It was a good movie. Like I said in the group, like it's going to make a lot of money. It was a fun watch. The action was really good. While watching it, all I could think of is what BA was saying is they're going to end up turning it into where we will humanize him to where we like him and not want him killed at the end. And that's exactly what ended up happening. But overall, it was a fun watch. Being able to watch him have to work as a clan, essentially, to be able to survive with the other creatures and whatnot from that planet, and the android as well, or the Sith as well. One of my favorite creatures from that planet was the little salamander thing. That was spit out the acid and whatnot. Like that was a beast of, and it was crazy smart too. Like when it got to the end when he was helping Deck, it's like hey, that little thing is very smart. But yeah, it was pretty surprising at the beginning how his dad just snuffed out the brother for showing any type of sympathy. Basically, it's like calling out her. And just made me think of Gen V, because as I said, there goes that calling out the weakness as well. So it's been a lot of that in the movies and shows lately. But overall, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. What you got, Big J?
I liked it. Hey, I found out the mute. I was like, wait a minute, I got to mute it. No, I liked it. I thought it was good. I liked the action a lot. I liked the relationship with him and his brother. Brother cared for him and tried to save him, even though he knew the father was kind of being dirty. I thought that it was funnier than I thought it would be because there was a lot of and most of that came from Elle Fanning's character, Thea, just because she was just kind of silly and goofy, and then of course the little Bud, whatever that little weird basilisk monster, but. Like I said, I liked the planet. The planet was trying to kill him from the very beginning. Like the fact that it was stealing all his supplies too. The start, I'm like, okay, he got his little bombs. He got his. I like the arrow, and I'm like, okay, he got his arrow. So he'll be all right as soon as he look up all that stuff gone.
Yeah.
I was like, so it put him at a slight disadvantage compared to every other predator we've seen who's got the plasma caster on the shoulder. He got all their toys and good as I think he even lost his combi stick at the very beginning, like all that stuff was gone, so he had nothing. It was just, so to me, that was the most impressive feat. Like for all the predators, he went out there on the deadliest planet and survived. And killed everything. I know BA was upset because there was no humans in this movie, so you couldn't see actual people getting killed. But it was a facsimile. There was white, robot blood splattering everywhere, and a lot of animals.
Close enough.
It was, it was close. It was and I like the way even that little scene with Elle's legs when they was out there like fighting with her, just stabbing people. No, it was good. I liked it. What about you, BA?
Oh man. So I said this from jump. I let everybody know. Hashtag not my predator. And not a damn thing in this movie proved me wrong. Everything in this movie was so fluff, for lack of a better term. It was a love story, and I did not appreciate this whatsoever. I expect this is what Arnold Schwarzenegger is rolling over in his grave right now from watching this movie. Matter of fact, Arnold, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Because what you did, what you put on, what you performed for this particular movie back in '87. Shout out to Danny Glover too, man. Don't watch this either, man. This is a far cry for what we was used to, for what I grew up on. The Predator used to strike fear in people's hearts. When you see him, like, people gonna die. That's what you thought. Now when you see him, somebody will probably want to go and give him a hug. This is where we at right now. We're not gonna run and cover. We just want to cover him with a hug. That's where we're at right now. From the very start of the movie, he got his ass kicked from his brother, and then you're like, okay, cool, all right, cool. He's gonna bounce back from this. No, all his brother did was actually somewhat prove his father correct. He had this ounce of love for his brother, and he said that's a weakness. And what happened with the weakness? He died. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what he needed to do. So so that goes off and does this thing or whatever, fights these little. Matter of fact, he starts off getting his ass kicked throughout the whole time. Matter of fact, I don't know when he actually dominated any particular part of the movie, to be honest with you. He had help, he had plot armor. You know what I'm saying? Like that one scene where the sword that he had, sliced that beast in half. I'm like, why he ain't just go through it himself and nah, man. He had a magical sword at the end of the day. That's what I see this in Marvel all the time and stuff. I didn't need to see this.
All of them did.
I wanted him to hold the joint and go through the whole entire thing, not just let the sword do it or the momentum of the beast. Get out of here. It was a lot of things that was off with this movie. And Jay, you should be ashamed of yourself. You mentioned that one scene with the legs and the half body. That was trash, man. This is where we at now with the come on, man. I seen better sequences in the Addams Family with the Thing versus what I saw in this particular joint right now. This is just all bad. I didn't like it. Apparently it's gonna be a part 2 of apparently with the mother, and she's supposed to be better than everybody else. This whole movie can find some rocks and just kick it. Just kick the rocks down a long road by yourself. So anybody that like it can stand in the line and kick said rocks down said road. That's how I feel about it. So I'm gonna let it go. You guys can enjoy this love story between a predator slash goddamn koala bear, because that's what he ended up being, and this particular white lady in which he risked his neck to save, in which you don't trust white women at all. And because what happened, she donned him out as soon as she could, and then when she couldn't get her way, she was like, let me go back to homeboy. Nah, man, y'all can have this, man. Y'all can have it. I'm done. Go ahead, Rel. Speak your truth.
I'm gonna bring it back to sanity over here on this side. Listen, man. Yeah, like you said. Listen, the very beginning of the movie, I'm about to give. Matter of fact, let me back up. Shout out to Dan Trachtenberg, man. None of y'all gave this man no props, man. Shout out to Dan Trachtenberg out here with the 3-0 out here, bro. You out here looking like Joe Montana out here, man. One more win, he Joe Montana. Listen, man. Get that man all of the Predator movies. I don't care if it's a Predator, a sitcom. Give him all the Predator movies, bro. Whatever he want to do with the Predator, I don't care, man. Just hey, if you got Dan Trachtenberg's name attached to it, throw him on the project. Matter of fact, is he attached also to like the alien stuff? Or that's somebody else? No, okay.
I
I thought he was attached to that
his
too.
name.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so yeah, I enjoyed the movie, man. The very beginning of the movie, the scenery, man, the visuals when they were on that planet, when he was going to meet his brother and all that stuff, man, like everything was just like, I was like, yo, okay, you got me hooked already. And I saw it all in Dolby too, man. So that was a good thing too. The fact, man, that like I said, they took it from a different direction. We're so used to seeing the Predator be in the background. He's hunting folks and all that stuff. He's this mysterious character we don't know nothing about. We just know he's an alien that hunts people. For them to go on this side to where we're starting to get the lore of the Predator and see how they prepare, what their mind frame is, their culture, and you know how they love one another, all that type of stuff. Like I never knew they loved each other. I thought they were just like, hey, just go kill. Like you know that's your job. I know they actually had families and people they cared about or whatever. But apparently, it sounds like in their culture, if you care about anybody, you're weak. That's what it sounds like. So,
should have stayed with that.
So yeah, so you know, hey, I like that aspect of it, man. Like I said, it gave us a different look to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I kind of agree with BA on one aspect. It did make you a little sympathetic towards the Predator. We kind of saw him in this one way, and now that he's, you know, did what he did this movie, now we're like, you know, I can see them in a different light now. I think that's why some of the people are kind of mad about it, because it's kind of like with Boba Fett, right? We saw this Boba Fett this one way. Then when you got the show, it's like, you just kind of just killed my whole like view of this character or whatever. So that's kind of how they deal here with the Predator. But I like the movie though, man. You know what I'm saying? I really did like it. Like you said, the fact that he was getting his butt kicked at the beginning of the movie because you know he's a runt, of course. The fact that I think that plan helped him get better and helped him get stronger to the point that he took out them two predators at the end of the movie, and then took out his dad or whatever. Right? He started learning that hey, that's how you adapt and that's how you hunt. Right? You started using some of the surroundings around you, which is what he did at the end when he helped Elle Fanning's character at the end or whatever. So, like I said, I like the movie, man. Now I don't know how part 2 would go. I don't know if like they're gonna go like in another point in time, because if y'all think about it, this movie was made further in the future. This is made around the time when aliens and stuff like Wayland Tawny and all that stuff was around or whatever. So, which I don't know. I don't know if y'all heard anything. I don't know if they're gonna eventually do a crossover again with aliens, because from what it sounds like to me, it's not gonna be anything anytime soon. But we're starting to get those Easter eggs and stuff in these movies and stuff. So that's why I'm saying, like, the fact that we saw that corporation here in the movie, which is tied to aliens, you're thinking like, oh, now you're gonna have folks talking about, okay, you're gonna get a crossover. Which thing, BJ?
So, first of all, B was wrong about everything, but so on the alien side, is Fede Alvarez is the director on the movie side, and then it's Noah Hall is doing the show, and so I think Fede Alvarez and Dan Trachtenberg have talked, and they mentioned before, they said that they would love the concept of working together on something, but they said that it would, like I said, their thought was, like Fede Alvarez said, they would make it almost like two halves of a movie, and one would direct all the alien stuff, and one would direct all the Predator stuff.
Oh, I did hear that, yeah.
But
right.
The other thing is that they said they haven't committed to making a sequel, because they said that Dan Trachtenberg kind of views the Predator series as an anthology, because he said what he sees with the alien movies, that the alien gets so bogged down, kind of like Marvel and all these other things, with what's canon and the timelines, and you can't hop around. And so by making it this happened and then this happened over here, and none of it actually touches, then they said
and it kind of make it fresh too. It gives it fresh, because like these 3 movies that we saw, the Prey, the Killers, and then this movie, all kind of is, it's all within the same universe, but it feels like a fresh take on each one of them. So yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's kind of weird is when they did that little post-credit scene in Killers, and that wasn't in the actual official release. They kind of showed it later when they showed the Dutch and Harrigan frozen along with Naru. So it wasn't in the official release, but they said it's kind of there because he showed it to like some Comic-Con or something, and it got online. But that's the thing. Like he said, he did want it to be where they don't have to be boom, boom, boom. This all happened, because, like I said, then you get tied up in people like us analyze. Well, wait a minute.
Remember this one?
He had that, and then he had the plasma cast, but then all of a sudden he had the laser sword, and where that came from. So they trying to get rid of all that, where it's just straightforward. The other thing is, one, you can't say a love story between a predator and a white woman. That's wild. First of all, BA.
Well, you act like you never seen them before. We saw Beauty and the Beast.
Look, you're gonna stop talking about Jonathan Majors on this show. So anyway,
Oh man,
My man can't take a shot. That's crazy.
no, I wasn't calling him the Beast. Anyway, but
I'm drinking my water.
I think it's gonna be, like I said, I have hope for the series going forward. I think that both IPs are in good hands. You know, I like the stuff that Fetty's doing. He's working on the sequel to the Romulus stuff, and even the stuff on the TV side. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but Alien Earth was pretty good. You know, some of the best content, and they're expanding the universe with solid ideas in mind. It's not just, oh, let me do this, let me go do this, and you know, and there's nobody helming it. But like I said, so I like the fact that Trachtenberg's been doing hit after hit after hit. Like I said, if Prey would have got a theatrical release, he probably would have won an Oscar for it. He ended up winning Emmys for that because it was a streaming release, but he probably would have won an Oscar for that movie because it was one of the best movies of 2022.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because when supposedly they made it in what was it 2018 or whatever, and they decided they were gonna release it in when they actually released it 22.
It was 22 when it came. It was supposed to come out during the pandemic, and so then it was like,
They pushed it back. It was supposed to come out in the movies, and they're like, we're just gonna throw it on. I remember that they was gonna end up throwing it on streaming, and then everybody was like, wait, what the heck? Why you put this in the movies or whatever, right? And so, which led to him to make this Predator movie here. You know what I'm saying? And to put it in the movies. And so, right now, I forgot to put the Rotten Tomatoes score, but right now, man, both the audience and the critic scores are high right now. So.
No, I was gonna say they said that it was they said that Prey was the most streamed movie in Hulu history.
Yeah.
So
I meant to watch that again too before I went to see this movie.
Yeah, I watched it about a week or two ago. I was kind of going through, just rewatching some of the stuff just to get ready.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that and Prey Killer or Killers. I didn't get to watch it. But
I watched that one too. Like I said, I watched Prey Killer Killers about last week sometime, and like I said, just kind of familiarize myself and then see if I see anything, and but so part of the thing would be what you got to see what Trachtenberg has been calling out, and they've said this multiple times, is that the Yachts are supposed to live by this code of honor, and they're supposed to be the most elite killers, but then they go out there with all this advanced weapon and the stealth, the cloaking device, and they go hunt regular people with no weapons, and then but you're supposed to be this advanced, high level hunter, and you're supposed to have this code honor, but like I said, they cheat constantly. So it's like, that's what he's calling out, the fact that, we got this code, but we can't do whatever we want to do anyway. It don't really matter. Just like what Dex said, he's like, y'all just hunt alone. And then she's like, I can help you. He's like, but you're a robot. Okay, you're a tool, so you're not really helping me. You're not a person, so I'm still by myself. So he's trying to justify in his mind a way that he was still right. It's like, that's the thing. He's calling out the BS that, we're not, we got this code we supposed to live by. And even the daddy was terrible. The dad's supposed to be the leader of the clan, but he was terrible. He was a terrible father. That's why I sent y'all a little clip. He was like, instead of helping his son, he was like, oh, you small. Even though, he's 7'3". It's like, you're a runt, you're tiny. Which I'm like, that's crazy, Thing
is, too, is like, you automatically want to kill him. It's like, if you really want to, let him prove himself. Let him go out there and try to, do whatever, get his first hunt or whatever. Like, hey, if he fails, he did a favor for you. You know what I'm saying? If he passed, then like, hey, you a little bit better than I thought you was or whatever. That's why I kind of was thinking, like, why just let him go out there, especially after his brother told him what he's about to take. If you think he's going to fail, he's going to die anyway, right?
Yeah, he's like, no, we ain't going to even waste the gas to take the trip out to the planet.
Yeah, like, no, I just filled my tank up, bro. No, we're not going to do that, bro. Like, yo, just let him go out there, man. Especially that, like I said, the creature that he was going after, his brother told him what he was going after. You like, no, he ain't going to be able to defeat him. Okay, if you don't think he's going to defeat him, then let him go. The creature will kill him for you. Like, you don't have to worry about it.
He's like, nah, I got to do this.
No, I'm going to do it right now. I want the creature to do it. But, that's just crazy to me, man. But y'all got anything else, man? I want to add? Oh, y'all quiet. Okay. Well, fine then, man. I want to add nothing else. Once y'all go ahead and give folks your Kaioken rating. All right, cuz. What's your Kaioken rating be?
I'll give it a solid 8.7 to 9. It's a definitely rewatchable. I want to see if I will end up rewatching it just to see if I whatever I missed in it as well. And it does, even though they hadn't confirmed the part two, like it definitely leads the way to it, and it's a fantastic movie overall. Like I said, it's going to make a lot of money.
Now, before you answer, Big J, now remember the way Dan Trachtenberg has been ending these Predator movies. He leaves it open ended, but he doesn't necessarily do a direct sequel to that movie. He just kind of he leaves it open ended to get people to talking and kind of theorizing and all that type of stuff. So that's just because he left it the way he left it at the end does not necessarily mean he's going to do a direct sequel, but he going to do another movie. I think we already know that. But go ahead, BJ.
Well, I was going to give it a 9.7. I mean, 8.75, but I have to offset BA's low ranking that I could feel coming on my shoulder. So I'm gonna give it like a 9.5. That way we could bring the average up what it should be, because BA gonna probably give it like a 2 or negative 17 or something, you know. So
now it's back after like a 4 or 5.
what you got, sir?
Look here. So everything else around this movie was great. The visuals, the world that they created, right? Mm-hmm. I believe I was in that world for a little bit. So all these things are good. So that helps the score. For me, I'm gonna go with a strong 5.75. And as a result of that, those that don't see my vision in this, you know what?
Right.
You people remind me of those group of people in Independence Day.
You people
that thought the alien was their friend and was on
I
top
knew
of that tower.
I knew what you were talking about. I knew what you were talking about.
Thinking that they friends. So you bring up a good point, though.
I hope I see Elvis.
with the sequel, I actually hope so. He can the dude can bring me back on board. Show Mother in her prime. So do a sequel like that. So don't even have her meeting her son. Just she didn't even have him yet. Show why he's more afraid of her than his father, which will be the Predator being the Predator yet again. So if I can get that version, I'm back on board. So he can still got a saving grace for me. So if I could do that, I'll be good to go. But for now, 5.5.
Because matter of fact, y'all think about it too. In Predator Killers, that last scene when they all three was on that planet and they end up escaping or whatever. Remember, it showed them going to fetch them or whatever. The ship going off and all the other ship were following them, and he just cut off there. So, like I said, he always showed these movies and it leaves it open ended at the end or whatever. So that doesn't necessarily mean he gonna go back to that movie and say like, okay, we're gonna continue from that story. It just kind of gives you something to kind of talk about or whatever. There was something else I was going to add to that too, but yeah, listen. Have we ever seen a female Predator? We haven't seen a female Predator, right?
Not in live action on the video games and in the comics.
Okay. I'm gonna say I've never seen one before, so that'd be interesting. Like I said, I never knew how they were created. I thought they were, maybe they were, hatching eggs or something. I don't know. They're more humanoid than anything else. But yeah, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it like an 8.75, like what BJ said. Like I said, I love the movie. This is one of those movies, like I said, I'm definitely gonna rewatch it. I'm ready to hear some type of news of what Dan Trachtenberg has next. Because listen, what period in time do y'all want him to go? Like, you want to go back again, or do you want him to go forward more into the future?
I'm okay with
technology is starting to catch up. You said what?
I say go back, like I said, go back to could do the mom story, and then the next one after that could go jump to the future, and that'd be like the ramifications after the mom and Dick fight, like what happens after that. Like, no, it doesn't have to be follow them. I'm just saying.
Wait, no. No, I'm saying I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's gonna even go that route, because he's already shown these 3 movies combined that he does not follow back on whatever he had last. Each one of those movies and shows or whatever he had, have all been open ended, and then he goes in a different direction. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if he'll even go back to the mother. He might not even see Deck again. We'll see a whole other story, a whole other time, a whole other point, a period, or whatever with another predator, or whatever. And I was just wondering, like, do you continue to go further in the future where technology is starting to catch up? Because we saw a little bit of that here in this movie, where they had some technology that kind of hang with a predator or whatever. Like, do you go that route, or do you go back in time again? You know what I'm saying? So that's the question I have.
I would like if he would go. So here's the thing. I was looking. They said the Yautjas have a lifespan anywhere between 300 and 1,000 years.
Oh.
So you could do something with the mother, but if you wanted to bring her in, I don't think you necessarily have to. But I would say maybe go to modern times and show the predator again, now, like hunting here now, and then go back again. But the other thing also I was going to tell you about the mothers, if y'all not familiar, they said the female predators, because they said the Yautja society is supposed to be a matriarchal society, so even though the father was the clan leader, they said the mothers, like the women, are the smartest ones and the most fearsome of the predators because they don't go by the rules that the males do. They said they're smarter hunters, they're more vicious hunters, and they said in the original comics they're actually bigger than the men too.
Oh man!
Now on the video game, the female they had was smaller, but they said she was like smaller and more like agile. But they said the in the comics the women are bigger than the men.
Kind of like a Black Widow. No spiders.
Yeah. So the thing that I think, Rel, that you slightly could be missing is the fact that this is the main one that brought him the most money. This is going to bring in the most money out of the other two projects. So we know money talks in the world. So if they offer him a bag for him to continue this story some kind of way, then he more likely will say yeah instead of going the opposite. So and like we don't necessarily. This is just a snapshot of the world that we're in right now. There's other universes that they can go to where let's say they do the mother like suggested, like she could be like one of the weaker people in another world, like what I'm saying, like it doesn't have to be humans in a sense, right? There's other aliens that they can go by which could be more fearsome than them, so she's actually could show how thorough she could be in a whole nother world where they might not have the technology to travel to different universes, but within that world it could be like real sought after. So there was a reason why we saw all those skulls and different memorabilia from different places. They're not all humans, you know what I'm saying? There are other alien life forms out there that they can attack and say like, yo, you made it out of there too. So who knows at that point, but I do think that they should definitely flush out why he's afraid of the mother more so than anything else. But that could be a whole new story. It could still be a whole new story. You just said, boom, female predator. And, it's 2025. It's female everything. So I won't be surprised if they go that route.
Yeah, I can see them doing the next one being a female predator. But to go piggyback what you just said, though, yeah, this did make the actual money for them. But this is a piggyback off of the success he had for the other two movies, too. So I think it's to the point that whatever he decides to do, I think they're cool with it, right? Because he's batting 3 for 0. So that's why I was saying, like, I'm going back based off his track record. He's shown that every story that he's done so far, he's left every last one of them open-ended to where it's like you think like, oh, we're going to do a sequel to this. Up, psych, we're doing this. We're going this direction. Oh, we're going to do a sequel to this one. Nope. Well, psych, we're going this direction now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going based off of track record and his success. That's why I said, like, I don't think they're going to go do a direct sequel because that's not what he's shown so far. Because remember, people thought he was going to do a direct sequel to Prey. And he completely just flipped that and went and did something else. Like, and I think he kind of also said too, like what BJ just said in the beginning, he's trying to flush out a whole entire like anthology of this Predators. Because like, listen, he's adding backstory and world building with this character that we've never seen before. Unless you read the comic books and all that stuff, this is something that a lot of people have never seen before. So I don't see him just continuing this one story. I see him continuing to flesh out the anthology and the background and the story of the Predators in general. And so, like, I can definitely see it being like I said, we haven't seen a woman predator yet. I can definitely see him going in that direction. But I just don't know at what point are you going to do it? Are you going to do it back on Earth again in a different time period? Are you going to go on another planet where it's more, humanoid type aliens out there or whatever? What direction are you going to go in? So that's the thing. I'll be interested to see. We should hear something pretty soon. Because go ahead, BJ.
Like I said, the other thing too, keep in mind though, there's other species of Yautjas too. They're not in the various clans because then there's that war between the regular Yautjas, like the regular predators, and the super predators, like we saw in the movie Predators. Because
Go
they
that
had
route.
the one dude who was the small one who was like the jungle hunter and the city hunter, and then they had the big ones with like wolf and falconer and all them. So they got different, like I said, they got different species and they fight all the time amongst themselves. So that could be a whole other story where you show like an interspecies war,
like a predator war. Yeah, I'd be fired, bro. That'd be a lot of money, but yeah, that'd definitely be fired.
Mm-hmm.
What if they? You know what I was kind of wondering too. We should have talked about this. What if they go back to like not the very beginning when predators were born, but like kind of an earlier stage when the predators first started deciding to go hunt and go to different planets and all that stuff? What if they go that route?
Well, so the thing though, the Yautjas as we know them are, they said that they were the indigenous species on their planet, and then they said another alien species came and had all the technology. So they were just kind of dumb, and they said it was like an insectoid species came to that planet that had all the technology, and they're the ones that they basically enslaved the Yautja. The Yautja overthrew them, and then took the technology, which is why they kind of dumb with the technology. Like they're not good. Like they don't make their own stuff really. They're just using the stuff and they use it badly a lot of times, which is why they get killed a lot because they're not that good with it. But they like to go out and hunt and all that to prove how tough they are. But that's the thing. I mean, you could even go back and show that, like to show the war between them. And I forgot the other species name, but it was like so they were insectoid.
Xenomorphs.
No, the xenomorphs. Nah, the ones from Yautja Prime, like I said, they said that could be something that they do. Like I said, there's all kinds of stuff they could do. There's
I'm gonna say that is interesting. I was sitting there thinking that while the movie was going on, like, bro, how do you even get this technology, bro? That's They just seem like they're more savage than anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them being technologically intelligent like that or whatever. So yeah, no, I agree. I think they could probably go a route like that or whatever. It's gonna be definitely interesting. We should be hearing something pretty soon. I don't know how well this movie's gonna do in the second weekend because Running Man's coming out next week, so we got to see that, and that's getting great reviews right now. So I don't know how it's gonna do on that, but the critics and the audience love the movie, man. So hopefully it makes enough money to where it's like, yo, we're gonna green like this or whatever and get another Predator movie going, man. We're gonna definitely need one of those. Don't know when the next Alien movie coming out. I think he said he's working on it right now, so definitely got to get both of them going, man. Both of those franchises right now are pretty successful. So. All right, fellas.
What's your KO
Oh, I said 8.75.
Okay.
I was copying out BJ. All right, y'all. Let's get to this next spoiler here real quick. I know we went over on that one. So check this out. We got Welcome to Derry, man. Let's go ahead and get into this discussion. We on episode 2 now. Episode 3 comes out Sunday. Cuz, what you think, man? Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared, cuz.
It's fire. The first 2 episodes were just well written, fantastic. Like it definitely like F them kids type of vibes, essentially. It was fantastic. Because like I told y'all in the group, like I really don't do it like that. But the recent movie, because the original just scared me being a kid.
Yeah, I was kidding.
And then so watched the new one that came out. It was like, oh, okay, so it wasn't terrible, but it was a good movie. And then like this show has taken it to a whole new level. It's like it's not even it's like not even the clown. It's just everything around it. You know, from the visuals, the mental anguish that puts people through. Like the girl just going grocery shopping and have the guy in the background just looking around the corner, just sitting there, and it always has that feeling like you're being watched or being like there's something going on. Then the little black girl that when she was in the bed ended up being like she ended up covering her up like she's back in her mom's stomach, being born again. Like it's just insanity, but it's just so well written as well that it's like this. HBO is really great about when it comes to their TV shows, and this is by far like this is going to have a great run. I can put it like that. It's just going to have a really great run. I don't know if they're going to have like multiple seasons when it comes to it, but this is definitely. Okay.
Yeah, they ran
but
2 and 3, I believe.
oh, they have. Okay, I didn't.
Yep.
The out of the 3. Okay, so I hadn't heard about that, but I mean, it tracks. It tracks. It's a really great show. Really well done. Just off of the first 2 episodes. With them doing that early release for episode 2 for Halloween, it threw me off. It was like, when's episode 3? But yeah, it's been a great.
Yeah, I did that too. I thought it was coming out Sunday. Hey, my wife told me it's coming out Sunday. Shit, nope, next week. God dang.
Yeah, exactly.
HBO?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been a great watch so far. Really looking forward to it. Acting has been great, especially like with the time frame of everything. That they did a really good job of getting just the energy of everything of how people will be in that time frame. So I've really enjoyed it at this point. What you got, Big J?
First of all, I think whoever that little girl is with the glasses needs to be punched.
Yeah, she need to get snuffed out. But yeah, she's the worst.
The fact that she's alive, she survived 2 episodes that's infuriating because somebody should have took her down to the sewer, handed her a balloon, in a boat or something. Because
you know what, come with me real quick. I'm under. Introduce you to somebody. Real
why
quick,
wasn't she at the movie theater? You know what I'm saying? She could have been at the movie theater. I was like, come on, now. But yeah, she just. It hurts to watch her on screen, you know, and the fact that she's just trying so hard is painful. She's actually, I mean, that and then of course the intro scene with the baby,
man,
that thing was weird and freaky, and the whole family and the little boy turned around and his eye was cocked like Pennywise. It's an interesting show. Like I said, we're gonna see where it goes. And yeah, Will, what they were saying is they're gonna do. So the next season, they're going to jump back 27 years again in the past from where they are now, and then they're going to do another 27 years again for the 3rd season. So they're going to go back again to like the 1900s, basically like early 1900s. So
okay.
I figured that's what they should do. I figured that's what they should do. BA, you called it, bro. You called it. I would say you can't go forward because once after the movie he dies, so that's it. There's no more it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go ahead, Jay. I thought you was done. My bad.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
So they'll jump back for each season, which is smart. But the thing that they're doing, they're giving us Easter eggs while they're doing it, right? So even with episode 2 at the very end, you saw them fish out the car, which had the gangsters in it, in a sense, right? That's a playback to the 30s in a sense, right? So we might get a little bit more, but then when we see it next season, it's going to be flushed out. 62 or something like that.
That's right. You did say that, yeah.
Right. Okay. So, and then now that we're in the 60s, although we probably had to deal with it for sure with the other 2, it's you have to show, if you're talking about black people, it's going to be some racism involved here. Like we can't hide behind that in a sense, right? And we're seeing it, right? Her father, they couldn't wait to string him up in a sense, right? So it ain't that far yet, but they couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? So. You see that being played out. You see certain stigmas, certain stereotypes being played out. But you just can't show it, right? You gotta have some finesse with it, and they're doing a good job at that. Because if it's too horrified, I just turn it off. Like I don't need to see that. But they're doing a decent job with that. The paranoia that they're setting up, the fact that homegirl, like you say, you mentioned in the grocery store, her father got killed in some type of plant accident. And he got sliced up, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you saw in that, and that's what you're seeing. So you're seeing that the horrors of the kids playing out in a sense, right? We haven't seen the black girl mother, right? She might have died at childbirth, who knows?
Yeah, I think she did.
I think she did. So you're seeing that in a sense, that horrific moment in a sense, like she's reliving that in a certain way. So Pennywise is doing the job. Like he's laying down the seeds of fear so he can, get his energy back up because it's feeding season in a sense. So I think they're hitting on all buttons. Shout out to Mike, the original Mike, and his father and his grandfather, right? We're seeing stuff like that, right? We're seeing all this stuff. And we're seeing the new loser club form right now. First you thought like, okay, that's the new loser club, and then like 5 of them die, Like, well, where we gonna go now? No, they circling the block and saying, no, that wasn't even it. That was just the Suicide Squad Part 2. It's a whole nother Suicide Squad that we got right here. So you're starting to see that play as well. So it's like a lot of different tropes that they're using, and to have it released on Halloween is great. They're just hitting on a lot of stuff right now, and I'm for it. So like I said, I was not a big It person. If I wasn't on this podcast, I probably wouldn't be watching it. But this podcast got me caught up with it, right? So I saw the two movies.
Right.
So I was very familiar with the lore, right? And then, watch a few YouTube stuff. You get the background, the story, right? Where it's coming from, and it gets flushed out more. Cool. So now I'm not watching the series. Everything is making sense for me. So yeah, this is phenomenal, and this is probably one of HBO's biggest hits, in their recent history. And they had a lot of hits. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they're watching this. So shout out to Pennywise and the Derry family.
Bro, listen, I know we didn't really talk about it the last show because we want to wait, but I know we do every episode now. This kind of gave me that Game of Thrones vibes, bro. Where anybody can get it, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody can get it, man. And it tripped me out how they showed the kids getting slaughtered in the beginning of episode 2 from old girl's perspective or whatever, right?
And the different perspective. That was I wouldn't thought they'd go back to it. They went back to it and showed it from a different perspective.
Yeah, that was insane.
God. I'm like, I said, my wife was telling me that I tell y'all she read a lot of the Stephen King books and stuff. And so it's one of the books she read, and a lot of the stuff that y'all seeing right now in the show is what was in the book. And so I'm just like, man, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, people gonna die. I'm just put it like that, people gonna die. A lot of these kids are not gonna make it. Like the only ones who really made it was the Loser Club that in the original, like the last movie or whatever, right? They all made it or whatever, except for one of them or whatever. But most, pretty much all the kids are gonna die at some point. So prepare for that. Spoiler alert. Yeah, like you said, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting a little mad with the racism parts. Making you mad or whatever. Like you said, especially like those two guys came up to that sheriff in that restaurant, trying to get him, trying to push him to find a reason to arrest the black guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's like, bro, he was never there or whatever. Everybody, the kids said he wasn't there, and they were like, nah, I just go ahead and arrest him or whatever. And so for him to kind of do what he did to that little girl, to kind of make her say what she said to get him arrested, man, that was, in the words of King, that's a dirty dude right there, man. But yeah, bro, the visuals in this movie is incredible too. The two birth scenes, like you said, the first one in that car, the one with old girl felt like she was back in her mom's womb and all that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! Shout out to Andy Muschietti, man. I think everybody owes him an apology, man. I sent y'all that little thing in the group, cause you called the last show. You say, man, you got make any Batman movie you want, bro. You got my blessing, man.
Literally.
Listen, Andy Muschietti is doing him and his wife, man, doing a great job on this show, man, so far, man. Like I said, props to BA, man, for calling it. You saying that they're gonna do a sequel, go backwards. That was a good call out too, BA, what you said with the gangsters in that car. So that right there, remember that scene, y'all. So when you go back and you watch the next season, they go to that time period, you're gonna remember, okay, and you have an idea, man, what ended up happening to them guys. The fact, man, my wife always talks about, even with the movies, you watch the movies, like, man, why are the adults acting like this? And now you see why. So it's affects that whole entire town, which is why a lot of people don't leave or whatever from that town. So I always wondered, like, why are people not leaving or whatever, right? And she was saying, like, people got to be like extremely mentally strong to leave it, which is why those kids at the end of it, chapter 1, they end up all leaving because, like, you saw what they did. They overcame it, ended up becoming adults or whatever and leaving and stuff. And so, like, a lot of people don't leave. You saw that one kid at the beginning of the first episode, he tried to leave. What happened? Yep. He ended up going right back to it or whatever. He ended up dying. Yeah. So, it's just crazy to me, man, how this. I told my wife, I said, man, Stephen King got to be a sick dude, bro, to have come with details of this magnitude, bro. It's just crazy to me, man. Like, matter of fact, I finally saw Long Walk last night. And my wife was like, because I told you about my wife didn't even want to go to the movie to see it. I'm like, man, you like watching that Stephen King movie. Like, what's going on? So we ended up watching last night, and she was like, "This is why I told you I didn't want to see it." I'm just like, "Yo, what the heck?" I said, "Man, Stephen King is a dirty dude, boy. God dang, man." But yeah, the show's good though. The show is good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact, like Cuz was saying, I like the fact that they don't show it yet. You see the effects of what it is doing right now. You kind of gradually work your way up to him towards the end or whatever. Then you see it, the clown or whatever. So yeah, man, I like
to go with the brainwash that you were talking about. They kind of showed it with the mother, the black mother, how she stopped the boy from getting beat up, and everybody was like, "Why? Not why he getting beat up? Why is she stopping that violence?" Right?
Yeah.
Like they have a trance over them in a sense, right? Whereas though, like, and they say, "Well, boys will be boys." Like it's okay to see violent stuff. Like they want it in a sense, but without craving for, without showing it in a sense, right? It's all like subdue in a sense. They was like, "Oh my God, what is she doing?" Not a black woman's doing it. That's what you want to believe by just looking at it. Oh, they just looking at this black woman crazy. No, the underlying, even underneath that, was they are prone to violence. So when they see it, it's not even traumatic.
Yeah.
Hell of a job.
Hold on. So you're saying that it is pretty much bringing out everybody's true desires and stuff like that?
In a way, masking it in a way. People don't act like that, but when you don't even know it, when you have a demonic power in your area, in your city, that's what happens.
Man, that's crazy, bro. But yeah, man, just a little spoiler discussion, man, for it. Definitely recommend y'all go see that too, man. Y'all come back and let us know what y'all think about that too, man.
So y'all go see the next Stephen King movie that comes out next? Was it next week? You said?
Oh yeah, Running Man. Definitely want to go see that. Definitely want to go see that. Her, like I said, heard great reviews on that. And so Stephen King had an alias name for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that Running Man ran under his alias name. It's that in the more kind of like story driven stuff, not the real out there stories, but more under that alias name. I forgot the other one.
Richard Bachman.
Yeah, Richard Bachman. Yeah. Okay, it was another movie that's like I was like, oh, I didn't know that he made that too, or whatever. And my wife started naming them all. She's like, yeah, that movie was a Stephen King book or whatever under his alias name or whatever. Like the more movies are kind of like that, more actiony, more story driven or whatever, is the stuff that he had under his other alias name. So yeah. All right, fellas, let's go and get to these quick hits, y'all. We got our first, fellas. The trailer for Avengers Doomsday is set to release on December 19th. Y'all know what comes out December 19th?
Fire and Ice?
Who?
Avatar.
Fire and Ice. Yep. So right now, and I think it's been confirmed too that is when it's gonna come out, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So that helps build up the movie, and it's about that time it comes out. So, Cuz, what you think, man?
I'm excited about it. You think they'll drop a teaser beforehand? Anything, or is it just go straight to it? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's and a year prior to it as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so I'm looking. I'm gonna be. That's why I was hoping it's like maybe give us like some breadcrumbs beforehand. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a year out. By the time they drop it, be able to have not a full idea, but have inklings of an idea of what they might be going for within this one. So I'm really excited about it. That will probably have me more into the theater to see than the Avatar. What you got, BJ?
So I just thought about there could be a sneak preview right before the 19th, because CCXP 25 is December 4th through the 8th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And Marvel always does some sort of video drop when they go down there, and they say Kevin Feige is going to be there. And so, yeah, they said he's confirmed he's going to be there on site for that. So he's been there the last few years.
Well, yeah, it's because they're trying to build up the Comic-Con in Brazil. It's probably why he's there too. I don't know if it will necessarily mean he's going to drop the trailer, but
Well,
they've
no,
been trying to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
isn't that where they dropped? Because I thought that's where they first dropped that Batman. I mean, not Batman, the Spider-Man trailer where they showed the Spider-Man. Remember the where they was fighting the Sandman and all that stuff from far with No Way Home.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
they
when
did. That is
Yeah.
where it got
they
released.
dropped it there because
Yeah,
it was
they
leaking
did.
grainy footage from cell phones from that
Mhm.
Yeah,
footage
that is
Yeah.
it. Yeah. What you
because
got?
they said the security is
Oh, my
lax down there.
Oh,
That makes sense.
that's the wrong Comic-Con to go to then, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a better reason to go to Brazil, but hey, I'll go there for that.
Yeah.
Definitely better reasons to go to Brazil than Comic-Con.
I tell you.
Yeah. So to change to get back on topic in a sense. Yeah, no, this cool. This is a cool thing. The trailer dropping during Avatar, like you're guaranteed how many thousands of people, hundreds of thousands probably, is gonna watch this particular movie. It's one of the biggest movies of all time. You're competing with this movie in a sense. So y'all kind of just like uh, uh, helping each other out in a sense, right? So
Yeah.
if Avatar got to join, they'll probably say, all right, well, then next year, we're gonna drop the trailer with y'all joining in a sense, right? And it just makes sense. So it's companies getting together, uh, getting more money. Who owns Avatar? Is that Disney?
Yeah,
That's Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be
Shout out
Fox,
Disney.
so it's Disney.
Yeah, they bought it.
So
Fox
that's even more
Studios.
so.
20th,
Disney is
20th Century
dominating
Studios.
right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, it's cool. That means I gotta watch Avatar. In a sense, right? So at least that first day, right? After that first day, then it's gonna be on YouTube and all that other stuff. So I might want to be one of the first ones to watch it in a sense. And we probably gotta talk about Avatar some kind of way. So I guess I'll be there day one. I wasn't prepared for it, but I guess I'll be there day one.
I was gonna say too. It probably better to watch it on the big screen, kind of get a view of how it would look on the big screen. Because I might go see. I haven't really decided yet. I might go see Avatar in IMAX 3D. I might go see the IMAX 3D. I saw the last one in IMAX 3D. So I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't know if it's in IMAX 3D, they'll have the Avengers in IMAX 3D as far because sometimes they show the trailer before the actual, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that'll work. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go see it for sure. I'm not waiting for it to hit on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and see it in the movies. I'm gonna see Avatar that weekend. So that's gonna be interesting though. Yeah, and now if they do show it at the Brazil Comic-Con and they start showing grainy telephone versions of the trailer online, I'm not watching that trash, bro. I'm gonna wait till it gets to the movie and watch it with better quality. So, speaking of which, fellas, I think there's another trailer that might be dropping. Check this out. So the first trailer for Supergirl will reportedly release next month. So we're gonna be getting 2 trailers. It's possible, you don't know. Well, BJ, what do you think, man? You think we getting that trailer, man, or you think we're gonna probably wait a little bit further down the line? Because the movie comes out in July. Yeah.
I think so. So I think we will get a trailer for that, but I'm also thinking that isn't that about time we should be getting a trailer for Spider-Man 2 because he's also dropping in July.
So that's 7 months. So if he drop next month, that's 7 months. So
that's the same time for the other one.
yeah.
They need to drop something because that's coming out before Doomsday. So how you gonna drop the Doomsday trailer before and we get a Spider-Man trailer?
Makes sense.
Questions that need answers.
That do make sense. I didn't think about
Questions
that.
that need answers.
That's a great point. What you got,
I'm really looking forward towards this. Like, I guess I was championing Supergirl ever since I saw her in a joint. I was like, she's gonna have the best backstory. Of course, you already know the backstory. It's just to get it flushed out. I was captivated not by the visuals, but the fact that he chose to have her stumbling in damn near dead drunk in a sense, in Superman. So it was like, you know what, like he's giving us enough Easter eggs for me, whereas though I'm anticipating this particular movie, I want this to be better than Superman itself. So I'm, so he got my money already for this. So I'll be I don't know where he's going to drop this trailer. I don't know what he has in mind. I'm trying to think. Is there any DC projects coming that we don't know about, like relatively soon? I don't think so.
Yeah, Lanterns is the next project.
So it's going to come out of blue.
Also,
so that's go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say they also confirmed that it's still coming out early next year. So remember when we talked about it, said they pushed it back or whatever. They went ahead and confirmed it is still getting released early next year. So we should be getting a trailer for that soon too. So hopefully.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going on with this. So like I said, if it's out the blue, clearly we're gonna share the info and all those things. But yeah, I'm anticipating it. So can't wait to see it. I have no idea how they're gonna go about it. All I saw was one over the head screenshot of her doing something that was grainy in it. Says I couldn't even make that out 100%. So I got more light on what Spider-Man is doing. I know we just talked about it. Than I got in this particular movie. So I'm waiting. So there you go. Got me.
I mean, for me, I'm cool with that. Like, because sometimes, man, I don't like them showing too much of the behind the scenes stuff. I like to see the finished product, man. It keep your imagination going crazy or whatever. So for me, man, like I agree with y'all. It is gonna be crazy if we get the Doomsday trailer before the movie is gonna come out before it. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and I don't know if that's a Marvel call or a Sony call. You know what I'm saying? So that part I don't know. But with this one, listen, they come out next. Oh wait, hold on, Big J. You said Brazil Comic-Con next month, right?
Yeah, it's December 4th through the 8th.
What's up? That might be it right there.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah.
See? So that now I can definitely see that being there. You know what I'm saying? So that's 7 months out. So yeah, I can definitely see that. Now, to answer your question on that, because that's going to be a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a teaser. We probably and hopefully we'll get a good look at Jason Momoa's logo. So, bro, I got a feeling too that Momoa gonna get a movie, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling because I think he's gonna do a great job as Lobo. He was born to be Lobo, so I think he's gonna probably end up getting the movie and stuff too, man. So we're gonna see, bro. But yeah, all right, y'all. Let's see this last one here. Let's see what we got here, y'all. Check it out. Here we go, cuz. Godzilla -1 sequel is titled Godzilla -0. Man, if y'all have not seen Godzilla -1, man, that's one of my favorite. That's my favorite Godzilla movie of all time, bro. I've seen that movie so many times. Mm-hmm. But BA, what you got on this one, man?
This is first we're gonna give love to the first one, right? If y'all talked about it, I didn't necessarily see that. When it comes to vision and cinematography, when it comes to creating a story, all for less than $20 million, that is what you get from Godzilla -1. The fact that they showed a beast being a beast, that's what we get, and that's what we're here for, right? They didn't necessarily have to have Godzilla throughout the whole entire movie. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to the Japanese culture, man. They had him being the monster that he is, and when he showed up, he was going to wreak havoc. A lot of callbacks from the 54 movie. Just snatching submarines and things out like just throwing trains and stuff like yo, he was a monster. American culture is getting soft, man. We're getting soft, man. And I'll say that to say, like, we want all our villains to be lovable creatures in a sense, right?
Misunderstood.
And we are making the American people are making Godzilla to be a hero, a damn hero. He's not. He was created from negative energy, from atomic bombs and things like that. Like that's what he created. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not even trying to tie this into the Predator or nothing like that. But it just so happened to be on the same show today. We gotta make our villains again. You know what I'm saying? Don't make them lovable heroes, man. That's what's going on. Tell me, in King Kong versus Godzilla, y'all was like, oh my God, let's go Godzilla, in a sense, right? We was cheering for him in a sense. Like, he's a monster. Let him be a monster, not because he helps us out, in a sense, right? So shout out to that. I know that they're going to do a little bit more world building for Minus Zero. So you're going to see him outside of Japan. And goddamn, Japan probably need a goddamn break. I mean, their cities are probably tired of being leveled, respectfully, of course. So with that being said, I'm all for part 2. I hope they like I said, they're gonna span it out. I don't know if they're gonna create a whole new monster in a sense, but don't do that love affair where as though we gotta love and support Godzilla because it's the lesser of the two evils and nah, damn all that. We should be still scared of him every step of the way because he's coming after us next. That's what I want. I want that fear back, as well as proper story building, because that's what they did in Godzilla Minus Zero. It was proper story building amongst the humans in that situation. Shout out to old girl because I thought she died when she pushed homeboy back and took that. I was like, oh, she gone. Shout out to she came back and with the one eye. So shout out that. But no, just American. Let's just let villains be villains, man. That's all. I don't know who's that.
What you got, cuz?
I absolutely, I love -1, so -0 should be along the same lines. I hope that they do the same thing with the black and white release, because -1 in black and white was fantastic viewing. So I'm hoping that they end up doing the same thing. Yeah, everything that BA said with this is just right on. Great story, great movie. He was a legit villain. Like, you always feared him, even when he wasn't on the screen. That is what it was just an overarching fear at all times. And that's what was just so great about it. Yeah, they did. And for them to do it at the cost that they did it was just shows it was like the Blumhouse style, Great story, great fear for a budget, for a low budget.
Flip your couch over, man. I got 50 cents, I got a 2/4, a nickel, a penny, man. What can I make with this?
Exactly. Literally a blockbuster movie. So it's a great one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely gonna have to once they get a title for it and a date, it's going straight on my calendar as well, because I'm definitely going to look forward to this one.
So supposedly it's supposed to come out next year.
Next year?
Next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Fantastic. I love it.
What you got, BJ?
Is this a sequel to the one with Matthew Broderick in it?
Yeah.
Okay. We ready to roll.
Man, don't get me started. Don't get me started on that movie, bro.
Was that video on the soundtrack?
With the big iguana.
That was Come With Me, yo, pause. That was Come
with the iguana.
Oh my God, I was so mad with that movie, man. I was so hyped from that teaser trailer they had.
You leave Nick Totopoulos alone, man. Nick Totopoulos was the star of that movie.
Almost killed the franchise.
Jean Reno? Huh?
Now what you got?
No, like I said, I was not really been to the Godzilla stuff a whole lot lately, so I didn't watch the last one. I'm not necessarily know if I'll be hyped to see this one, so we'll see.
You gotta go see this movie, bro.
Yeah.
I was mad at myself because I didn't go see it in the movies. And then when I finally had free time, I was like, that's when I think Cuz had texted me like, yeah, it's not the movies no more. I was like, son of a. So I had to wait. And then when you had texted me that day talking, hey, it's on Netflix. What?
Yeah.
Head on real quick, get that going. Man, so like I said, I didn't see it so many times. I saw the black and white version, all that stuff, man. So I agree with what BA said. The part I told Cuz the American version of Godzilla is like night and day from this Godzilla that we saw right here, right? This Godzilla from -1 is a force of nature. Mm-hmm. The dude with the blast on the American version, like, yeah, you're not gonna build him down. You cut somebody on. Oh my God, my arm hurt, bro. No, Godzilla -1. This dude, one blast. I want y'all to picture this. One blast. This dude was leveling out entire cities, not cities. and with one blast. That's how powerful this dude was. He'll get mad, that back start lighting up, and all that stuff get leveled, bro. Like he was destroying cities, bro. Like I said, he was literally a force of nature. It's just like you living in Florida or whatever, right? During hurricane season, and subject getting destroyed. That's what Godzilla was top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just doing stuff just because, like, hey, you in my way, I'm gonna go ahead and kill you or whatever, right? Like he was just going in a straight line, just destroying whatever it was in his path. He didn't care what it was, just for any odd reason or whatever, right? And so, man, that movie, like I said, that movie, the way, the direction, like y'all said, the direction of that movie, man, the story building of that movie, man, was excellent too, man. So shout out to them. When they had announced that they were doing a sequel to this, man, I said, bro, just sign me up, and I'm guaranteeing y'all, I'm gonna be in the movie when this comes out.
Yep.
I'm gonna be in the movie. I'm not missing this one. So, but yeah, I'm just glad they're coming out with this movie, man. I really am.
They might. I wonder if they'll re-release -1 beforehand. Yeah,
they probably will.
They
probably will. So, but yeah, man. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and show some love to old Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get to these questions and comments here. Shout out to my guy. Salute to Lockbox ENT, man. Just salute. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Also, to Salam said, "What's up, fellas? I'm going to try to see this tonight at Alamo Draft House. It was sold out the last 2 nights. Yes, shout out to him, man. Yeah, go watch it, man, and let us know in the comment section, man, what you think, bro." He says, "This Doomsday trailer and movie are critical and needs to hit. Marvel's most important one in years. If this doesn't course correct the direction, oh boy, it's just a lot on this movie, man. So they definitely got to hit this with this movie. Now, this movie is also going to determine how well Secret Wars does.
Yep.
Like if this movie is a hit, Secret Wars is going to make $5 billion. So yeah, we're
that force multiplier.
Yeah, man. He also says, "I hope Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow looks different and plays different than Superman. I hope the new DC movies aren't chained to Gunn's aesthetics." Yeah, he already said it's gonna be different. He already said it's gonna be different. He's not even directing this movie. He didn't write it. He ain't directing it. So this is gonna be the first movie that we see past James Gunn's movies and shows. We're gonna see somebody else's kind of vision or whatever, an idea of what it's gonna be. So yeah. And then he also said, "Man, Godzilla first entered the city. And the theme hit on -1, the theater erupted. Chef's kiss. Bruh."
Listen.
You heard it. I was like, oh, man, they got the music and everything here, bro. I said, yo, who directed this movie? Give that person the Nobel Peace Prize right now, big baby. Give it to him right now, man. What are we doing? Why are we talking?
Are you trying to make somebody mad?
Oh, my bad. He directed the movie. I'm sorry, my bad. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all geeking out with your boys, man. Like I said, once again, we'll be back here on Tuesday, y'all, with more geek content. Recommend y'all go see Predator Badlands. Go see it. Welcome to Derry. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. Like I said, come back on the recap. Let us know what you think in the comment section, man. Like I said, we'll be back here on Tuesday and Saturday again. We'll talk about Derry episode 3 on Tuesday. Yeah. So y'all can join us for that. Also, also follow us on our socials too, y'all. Follow us on our socials here on Twitter, man, on Cuz We Geeks. But with all that being said, man, it's your boy Rel. Got BA in the building, Big J. You guys already know. We'll be back here on Tuesday, y'all. Stay geeked. And we out.